What do those new quarantine suggestions mean for you, and what should you know if you need to isolate? News 3's Madeline Parker has been looking into this for us and joins us live in studio tonight. Good evening, Madeline.
Julie, good evening. Isolation time for those who test positive for COVID-19 has shortened from 10 days to 5 days if you're asymptomatic, followed by a strict mask wearing policy when you're around others. But that isn't the only changes that the CDC has made to recommend. The recommended quarantine time is also shortening if you're exposed to COVID and unvaccinated more than 6 months out from your second mRNA dose or more than 2 months out from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. A 5-day quarantine followed by 5 days of mask use is recommended. Those who are boosted only have to wear a mask for 10 days following an exposure. The Southern 7 Health Department says the recommendation comes following more research into the virus.
The longer that we live with COVID, the more that doctors and physicians and scientists are going to find out about it, the more that we're going to learn how it works. And so we're going to see things begin to change and get better for us in the long run, so we're not dealing with these 2-week quarantine periods.
If you begin to have symptoms, the CDC still recommends quarantining until you get a negative test result. Now, despite the new CDC recommendations, the IDPH is still following the original guidelines for isolation and exposure. IDPH uses a case-by-case basis, but generally recommends a 10-day isolation after the onset of the illness and symptoms have improved. Live in studio, Madeline Parker, News 3.